He's the baby of, 4 boys. He's Superman. He's full of life. He's determined. He's a little boy. As a mom, when Kale was first diagnosed and you hear the word cancer, I think that you automatically think, what did I do wrong? What could I have done different? What can I do to make it go away? It's devastating.
So through this whole journey, Kale, I tell most people, he handles it better than I possibly could. There's days I've watched him at the bottom and wondered how I would handle that and don't believe I could take what he's gone through. He's just as resilient a human being as I believe there can be.
I want you to imagine for a minute how difficult it is to be a 2-year-old and diagnosed with a cancer in which there's only 100 cases have been reported in the United States. This is not a tumor that's going to be studied in randomized trials in which there's a lot of data. What we need to do today is exactly what we are doing at the IU Simon Cancer Center, is focusing on efforts on precision medicine, in which we take the tumor itself and study what makes this particular tumor drive, and using that to allow us to be more precise in terms of our targets for the cancer.
So we saw Kale as part of our program after his cancer had relapsed multiple times and was no longer responding to standard chemotherapy options. So this program really allowed us to bring research right up to what he needed for care to identify treatment options that were particularly effective in his case. Really, over the course of my career, I've never been part of something that has allowed really the interface between research and clinical care to be so tight and to really allow discovery to benefit patients in such a quick way, in such an efficient way.
The fact that IU does so much research right here in the state is amazing, because we don't have to look around the world. We don't have to, look other places to find this research. It's so readily accessible, and I think especially with Kale, it just means keeping him healthy and keeping the tumor at bay as quickly as possible.
As any parent that's had to go through this, your ultimate dream is a cure. You don't want your child to have to go through any more than what they already have went through. And I just want him to grow old and enjoy life. This research is our hope of finding a cure. And if we didn't have that, we don't know where we would be.
Finding a cure for cancer is not easy, and it's not cheap. The money from Chuck Strong allows us to move forward with these advances and moving drugs and ideas into the clinic and into the population in Indiana and beyond. For generations upon generations, the storyline for cancer has been ominous. Today, we see a bright future, and with the help of philanthropy and donors, we can make a difference. We can change how this story ends for the next generation.